we will discuss about the scope of political science. Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. I am Halim Manisa, available through WhatsApp, and I am looking forward to classes online from Ahlavatu School. Now we are continuing the chapter first from civics, that is meaning, nature and scope of political science. Already we have discussed yesterday that what is the meaning and what is the nature of political science. Now we will discuss the scope of political science here. Just recall your memory what we have discussed yesterday, means related to nature, meaning of political science, and then the evaluation of political science. What is the nature of the political science and how does it works, and what are the thinking towards the political science of great thinkers related to the political science subject. Okay, here evaluation of political science, how it evolved and how it works and how it participate the studies towards the state, government and individual. Yesterday we have finished all this. Now we will discuss the next point is that the political science, what is the scope of political science, how much and how it works, and how the scope of political science increasing day by day in today's life or today's time. Okay, come to the scope of political science, that it is not easy to determine the scope of the subject of political science. Why? Because it is a process in a dynamic nature, so it has its scope. The best way of understanding the scope of political science is to remember the words of Cattels. What was the words of Cattels? See, the words of Cattels is that the study of the state, directly to the state, study of state, that in as the manner of as a historical investigation of what the state has been. Okay, and the analytical study of what the state is, and further the political ethical discussion of what the state ought to be. Means the political science is describing the history and presenting the present and averring from the future. This is the studies of political science. It studies in an analytical manner. Means here we can't study the social sciences at the same time, but we can relate all the social sciences at the same time. Thus, the study of political science covers the theoretically and applied the aspects of the political life. Here, the main thing is that the words of Cattels are working strongly and describing the political science, how it works towards the state and government through the individual body. Okay, here the political science is the theoretical, but it's applied the aspects of political life. Now, the aspects which are related to the functioning of the institutions with the structural and the functional, how it works with the structural and functional, we will see. The actual process that go in political society is that the study of politics or the political science is comprehensive and interdisciplinary too. Why? Because political science is not the small subject that we can compress it into a one or two subjects or one or two sciences. No, it is comprehensive and it is interdisciplinary too. Means here interdisciplinary means relating to more than one branch of knowledge. Here the political science is interacting and interrelating with the other social sciences. Okay, not only the political but also other social sciences that which describe the society, which define the state, and which elaborate the government functions, how they are implementing, how they are working, and how the development is taking place, and how the interacting with the other countries also, and how the other government are working to their states. All these things are come under this structural, functional, and all the things which are applied with the political sciences. Okay. Now the scope of political science compresses the more than the points that we have discussed yesterday. Now we will see how it is having the scope in different and various parts and various structures. Firstly, study of a man in relation to the society, study of a man in relation to the state, study of a man in relation to the government. How the man is related to the society, how the man is related to the state, and how the man is related to the government. Okay. Political science is concerned with the perennial and the central issues of establishing proper relationship among the state, among the society, among the government with the individual. Okay. Here the perennial means that in the middle, means the issues are not fixed. At any time any issue will be raised. Okay. And it will give the greater change to the society. It may be merit or it may be demerits. Okay. Now, as the words of the Aristotle said that the man is a social and as well as a political animal. What he is describing here to the political science, that the man is interrelating with the political science. How? Means the man is a social and the political animal. Means here the man is playing the important role. Without society there is no state. Here the political science is the study of state, and here state becomes with the group of communities. Here group means what? Groups? The human society only. Okay. After the relationship of man towards the society, towards the state, and towards the government, now the study of state. What is state and how it is organized and how it is running up and how it is developing, all these things. Especially political science explain the origin, evolution, and the process of the state and its intimate relationship between the state and the citizens. The whole thing come to the man and to the state. Both the things are running the government here. Once again, listen carefully that the political science explain the origin means the parts, and the evaluation means the intimating or interrelating, and the purpose of the state and what are the aims and objectives of the state and its intimate relationship between the state and the citizenship. Means what they are doing, how they are doing, when they are doing, to whom they are doing. All these things are interrelating and intimating the relationship between the state and the citizens. Obviously, without citizen there is no state. No state means no government. No government means no human society is there. If the human society is there, means it should be and there should be a state. Okay. Now come to that, and it explains the various theories of the origin of the state, and it also studies the nature, function, and the various theories of the state. Of course, if there is a state, means the various responsibilities are there towards the individuals, towards the citizens, towards the government also. Here I am telling about the state. that the state is having the various type of responsibilities and various type of functions and various type of natures and various type of theories towards individual, towards citizens, towards government also. Okay. This is the study of state, how the state is intimating relationship between the state and the citizens, and how its nature and how its functions are, and how its various theories are interrelating with the government, interrelating with the citizens, or interrelating with the individual. Okay. Now come to the next point is that study of government. First we have studied the relations of the man with the state, with the society and with the government. Then the study of state, how the state is also the interrelating with the citizens in various theories, in various functions and in various purpose and in various evolution and in various origins and in various relationships. Okay. Now come to the study of government. What is government and how it works, we will see. Scope of political science includes the study of government. Of course, political science is a very vast science and it includes a various type of social sciences. Among this, the study of government is also one. So, the political science explain the relationship between the state and the government. Here the political science describing and defining the relationship between the state and the government. The government is applying the aims and objectives and functions what are there to the state. Okay. Government formulate the various policies, of course, programs, absolutely, and their implementation for well-being of the people. Exactly. And they have to, government have to implement the purpose, the functions, the various theories, the various aims and objectives for the welfare of and for the development of the state and for the individual well-being people. Here the political science is interacting with the individual human being, interacting with the individual state. Okay. Political science is also studies the various forms and structures of the government and the merits and demerits. Of course, if they work, if they participate, if they are implementing any forms, any rules and regulations towards the state or towards the individual, means there is merits and demerits also. Here the structures, they keep the keen observation on structures and the various forms also. Who? To whom? Here political science towards the government. Getting? Okay. Next, study of associations and institutions. Here we are discussing the scope of political science, means in all these fields the political science is relating. Now next is the study of associations and institutions. See, there are so many and several associations and institutions which influence the life of the individual. Yes or no? Absolutely yes. Why? Because the institutions and the associations only the thing that influence the individual personality towards them and attract them by the various by giving the various chances. Okay. Political science studies the various institutions and the relationship between the state, how the institutions, how the associations are interrelating and how their relationship between the state we will see. Political science explain, political science define, political science expand that structure and the nature and the functions of the various and different associations and institutions in the state or in the society. Now it also studies the voluntary organizations and the role in the political process. Okay. Next, what is that? The study of rights and duties. We know very well there are some rights and duties for us. They are regulating from the constitution to the state, and for the government also there are rules and duties and regulations and rights they have to follow, and we have to follow all these. How the political science is describing this study, we will see. You know now, rights and duties. What are the fundamental rights, what are the human rights, and what are the duties, what are the moral duties and formal duties, informal duties, all these things. I think you know very well, and we all are practicing daily. Okay. Study of rights and duties. Scope of political science includes the study of rights and duties also towards the citizens and of the citizens. Okay. In recent times, issues relating to civil rights, human rights, and relating to the civil society also is got significance in the study of political science. Some of the issues have been raised in recently towards the human rights and the civil societies and to the civil rights also. So some changes have been occurred due to these issues towards the duties and as well as the rights. Some of the rights are removed from the constitution also, and some of the rights and duties are added to the constitution. Why? Because time to time we know that every time is not the same time. The time has changed now when compared to the history, when compared to the past, so that of some of the changes have been occurred and changes have been placed in the constitution towards the rights and duties. Now next, studies of national and international issues. See how the political science is relating to all the fields, with the individual, with the society, with the government, and towards the institutions also, and towards the rights and duties also, and towards the national and international issues also. Getting the scope of political science compares the study of national and international affairs relations. The political science deals with the matters relating to the nation state, territorial integrity and its sovereignty, and it also studies the international aspects. It also studies the international aspects, like here are the armaments, means the military weapons and the disarmaments, balancing power, defense and security studies. Is also cover the international law and international organizations, etc. And here the political science is also covers the international law and international organizations also. The rights and duties and constitution of our country is copied from the other constitutions also, copied from the other government. And now international organizations also, they are come under the political science and national and international issues. Okay. After this, come to the point, comparative government and politics. Here means the comparative and competitive government is also there. Okay, the importance of comparative study of government and politics has been increased in recent times. Why? Obviously it will be increased. Here the comparative government and the competitive government both are there. Okay. That's why the increasement of the politics and the study of government will be automatically increased. Okay. Political science covered the study of various world governments, their structures, their functions. It studied the relationship among the different political systems in the world. See how the political science and how the political science studied one by one and step by step and interrelating and intimating with the individual, with the state, with the government, with the national and international affairs and rights and duties, and now come to the comparative government all over the world, how the politics works and how the relationship between the different political system in the world and their functions and their structures and their various programs, various world governments, what are they and how they are implementing and how they are structuring the frame and how the functions are going to be done and what will be the result and what it should be and what is the out of that functions and what would to be the future for that functions for their implementing various type of or works and various type of issues related to the whole world governments. Okay, here the comparative government is covering the various programs, functions, structures, different political affairs and different political systems and how the governments are running and how they are structuring their frames and how they are designing the rules and regulations towards the states, towards the society and at last toward the individuals. Okay, every country has their own government and has their own aims and objectives, so that the achievement of goal from their objectives and from their aims, they have to make the best relationship with the other countries also. Why? Because the today so many governments are comparing to each other and participating in each other programs for the best development of their countries, for their representation in front of the whole world, that we have the very much structured government in our country. How this influence to study about the different type of governments, what they are doing, why they are doing like this, what is the purpose of doing for this, all these things, insecurities and curiousness and powers, all these things come under the comparative governments, how they are comparing, how they are competitive to each other in all over the world. Okay, slowly our political science studies are interrelating with the now with the whole world. Getting after this, what would be means, now here the study of modern political analysis. Now the politics has been different from the history politics. Okay, here the study of the modern political analysis, the political science is trying to define and trying to explain the modern political sciences, modern politics in analysis process. In 20th century, the political science is regarded as the study of sharing and shaping of power. See, the study of the state converts in modern time and called as the study of sharing and shaping of power. How it is, and its extend the execution in a day to day political process. Of course, if they are sharing, if they are shaping their powers and regarding to their powers and authorities and activities, it should be the political process should be extended and it should be changed by time to time. Now in this 20th century, most of the things have been changed in every sector and in every field and in every social sciences and as well as in political science also. Here political science studies the modern concepts like political socialization, political participation, political development, political culture and political communication. All these things are very basic and very important for the sharing and for the shaping of power of any government of any country. How it is studying and how it is interrelating and how it is intimating the every activities of the state and government also. Study of political participation, socialization, it means grooming of the society, developing of a society, welfare for the society, and political participation, political parties for development of societies, political culture, how the culture has been changed from time to time and how it should be and how it would be. So and the political communication is also there. Communication is only the basic thing in every field. You have the communication skills, mean you can change the minds, you can change the rules, and also as well as you can change the thinking of anyone. That's why it's a very strong point and it's a very good thing to study about all these things in the political science subject. After the studies of various concepts like all these things, participation, socialization, development, culture and communication of all the political parts, accept what should be done, we will see. After this point, study of public policies, how the political science is working to the each and every field and to the each and every activities, to the each and every participation of the individual towards anything, like towards state, towards government. Okay, the political science define that modern political scientists like David Easton, Gabriel Armand, Charles Merriam argued the political science is a policy science. Political science is a policy science. This considered the political science as the study of formulation, as the execution and the evaluation of public policies. Of course, everything is related to the public, everything is related to the state, everything is related to the society only. So, the study of public policies is that also encompasses the study of political parties, pressure groups, mass media, organs of governments, their influence in the formation of and in the formulating of the public policies. It also studies the major policies like agriculture policy, industrial policy, environmental policy and reservation policy, education policy. All these policies are related to the public and this is the studies of the political study of the public policies which are defined by the political science. This is the scope, how the political science is interfering in every field, how it is interrelating with the every individual of the every individual's activities and individuals' participations and individual duties towards the state, towards the government and towards its society, and how the state is responsible towards the citizen and how the state's relations with the citizens and with the government, and how the government is responsible for the issues, for the national and international issues and affairs, and the study of comparative government and the modern politics in analysis process. After that, the study of public policies. All these things are come under the scope of political science. How it works, how it is interrelating, how it is defining every field, and how the scope of political science is increasing day by day by this time. Okay.